Again, a bit going on today, so pause the screen, have a read, or else just watch the video, get an idea what's going on. So we're going to do 3 rounds. A lot of posterior chain work, so hamstrings, glutes, lower back today. Hand supported single leg Romanian deadlift with a 1-arm row. Again, the row is more for creating balance or trying to create stability, tension through the hips and the core, not so much to work the lats or the arms. So what I'm trying to do here is extend both legs, try and reach back to my heel. A little bit all over the place here, but it will do. 3 sets of 10 on each arm, and when that is done, then we're going to go into glute marches then next. So we're still focusing on I guess kind of glutes, hamstrings, but glutes especially on the next one, on the marches. So with the glute marches, I don't want to have my hips very high. If I do that, I'll tend to overarch my back. I want my back flat. I'm going to try and tuck my hips under on this one, so posterior tilt. And when I'm changing side to side, I don't want my hips to drop to one side. I want to try and keep that tension consistent throughout the whole set. Okay, so again, don't rush the movement here. Take your time. Try and keep everything engaged and tight. We're going to go for 8 marches on each side. Again, I'd rather see probably quality over quantity here, but we should be able to manage 8, keeping our core engaged and keeping the glutes active. Again, a small little detail in this one, don't let the knees cave in towards each other. There's good alignment. And when that is done, then we're going to go on to our walkouts. We can't do this walkout variation. We just do a standard walkout where our feet are on the floor, and we get it into our push-up position on the walkout. We can do a shoulder touch on each side and walk back with hands. Alternatively, we're going to give this one a go. So I want to try and work on the pike push-ups in the background. So I'm walking my hands back to pretty much under my hips. So I into a push-up position. Again, brace through the midline. Try and extend the back. So what I'm doing is when I'm walking back, you'll see in a second, I'm trying to push my hamstrings up toward the sky a little bit as well. So my legs aren't dead straight, but I don't want them too bent either. Again, depending, I guess, on where your strength is at the moment in this one too. I'm trying to get my back as straight as I can. I'm just going to go 5 of these at the moment. If we are at a stage we can do pike push-ups, maybe you can walk out, do 1 push-up, go back. Again, work with kind of in your own ability at the minute. So we're on to the next block of exercises. We are doing a staggered stance, single arm Romanian deadlift. So on this one, I have, I guess what I say is neither knees are locked out here. So I kind of have the toes of my back leg in line with the heel of my front leg. When I'm doing this, the weight tracks down in front of my rear leg, and it's parallel, running parallel more or less to my front leg. So I'm trying to keep alignment the whole time. So I'm doing is I'm really reaching back on my hips. I want to really work on my hip hinge here. So personally, I'm keeping a bit of weight in the back leg. I'm not putting it all into the front leg here. You'll see on this side again, soft bend in both knees, push the bone back. And I want to keep my shoulder blades engaged as well. That arm isn't sagging towards the floor, so keeping strong throughout my spine, push the bum back. So a little bend, soft knees. There's slightly more of a bend in the back leg, but the front leg is bent a little bit too. Heels are planted. So I'm going to go for 10 each arm on this one. When that's done, I'm going to move on to another glute variation. This time, feet elevated. I'm going to do 10 on one leg, 10 on the opposite leg. Again, trying to tuck the hips under the whole time. Trying to push the heel down into the bench. Now, if we're struggling on this one to activate the glutes, what we can do is put both feet on the bench, just do an isometric hold, a squeeze for 30 seconds. Or else we can just put feet on the floor, don't use the bench or the chair, and just do a standard single leg glute bridge. we're going to go 10 each side on this one, and then once we've done this similar format to the first block, we're going to go into an upper body push variation. And for the upper body push variation here, coming up, we're going to do a feet elevated version of the push-up. So with this one, again, seeing as we're not doing as much upper body push work overall today, I'm going to go 15 repetitions. Again, seeing where you're at, you can do 20 if you want to, but it's 3 sets. So again, work roughly around your ability, your level here. Don't overreach, and then don't kind of game it and go too easy on it either. So I'm going for 15 here. Trying to keep myself as engaged as possible, and nose to the floor without face planting and back up. Push-ups on the floor, standard push-ups will do as well if that's where you're at, or even dips. Last bit to finish then, we're just going to do 3 rounds of a reverse plank for 30 seconds. So just some glute and core work again. And then also we'll do some windshield wipers. We'll do 10 each direction on the windshield wipers, just to work on some hip mobility as well. So it's kind of I guess a bit of a wind down for the final block, just these 2 movements. Again, make sure there's no pressure on the knees here. Just going side to side easy, nothing rushed here. Work with your breathing and good posture as we sit up and across. So that's our 3 blocks of training today, guys. Enjoy.